ramble is Hello. Are we recording?
Yeah, looks like it.
We are. I see red. I see red.
Saying red.
Is that Chevelle?
Yeah. Fucking love that song.
Those fucking snowboarders.
Well, I'll officially welcome y'all to the Stateside Podcast
Welcome to the South, apparently.
with your host, James Macmillan,
Neil Angle.
And Andrew Carey,
our trusted producer. Yeah, it's just us tonight. It's just your trusted hosts and
I think we're all
producer.
exhausted.
Yeah, we're a little under the weather. I'm definitely fighting the thing. Pretty sure I have a sinus infection. I was telling the dudes about it earlier. But we're here, and we're going to get something out for y'all, regardless of how
all
we feel.
over your face.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, though, dudes. Like, you know, when we were kids, like, when you were sick, you got to stay home and watch
I didn't.
whatever.
Like daytime television.
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly. And it was
Yeah.
like a sick day.
I fucking love those.
Yeah, but now it's like, I mean, I guess I could, but it's just I'm just fucking
You just
myself
work through your
over.
sickness.
Yeah,
Especially
just-
like in the restaurant industry and stuff.
Oh
You
yeah,
just- It's cold. Fuck yourself. You still have to
fuck
fucking
yourself.
work.
Show up.
I
We need
can't
you.
remember the last time I was sick that
your
I
shift.
took a day off.
Right. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a minute for me too.
The only like Andrew said, the only time where I would take it off is if people I couldn't get the people sick around.
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I mean,
Like, you know,
exactly.
at a restaurant or something. You know?
but I don't give a fuck about you two. I'm gonna get you sick. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it's
My immune system is probably really low right now too. Like I was telling you, I've only gotten like 3 hours sleep in the last like 3 days.
dude. That's
So.
and that's when you get sick, isn't it?
Yep.
I always
It
get
is.
sick when I travel.
Yep, that too.
Yeah, one of the sickest I ever got was when me and my wife came back from Europe, and we were super jet lagged. We were just so happy to be home. We hadn't slept in almost 24 hours, and then we were both really sick. And I go and lay down on my bed, and as soon as my head hits the pillow, you know, I'm like, oh, thank God I'm home. It's my bed. I look up, and my ceiling is like bowed in with water, and there's water dripping on my forehead.
About to explode.
Oh, man.
Yeah, our apartment had the giant leak in the roof.
That's
So
amazing.
I then had to deal with that for hours after, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, it was like
Yeah.
the worst thing to come home to.
That's a fucking nightmare.
We slept in the living room for the next 2 days while they fix it. Like, welcome home. How you guys doing?
Tired.
Yeah.
Feeling good though.
Well, we got to get that energy for these lovely listeners.
I've got energy. I feel very productive.
Well, why don't you tell people what you've been working on, Neil?
So much crap. Well, it's not crap, but it's
So much bullshit.
What crap? I love when your voice goes up like that.
yeah,
Crap.
I can't control it.
You did that with. Did you hear the intro to the Alan Ashcraft episode?
Ashcraft.
I'll be honest. I remember being really irritated with you when you were doing it.
Oh, I know you were.
But now listening to it's pretty funny.
I know. That's why I kept doing it.
You are pretty funny on the podcast.
It's
by the
funny.
way. Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I knew you were getting annoyed.
Yeah, I was like, God damn it, shut up. I was trying to be serious over here. I was all NPR mood.
Yep. I was in an Ashcraft mood. But no, yeah, I got finished mixing Not My Weekend. That's done. Just
Good
waiting
for you,
on
man.
final approval.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so for the people that don't know out there, I got like extremely behind and backlogged. I worked with so many bands this year, and for one reason or another they kept like going over time and all this stuff. But anyway, I finally got everything caught up. Like everything. I stayed up for practically a week straight and just put my head down and went. So it's Not My Weekend. New Sustainer record is fucking sick, by the way.
Yeah, that's what
It's
you
sick
said.
because yeah,
I can't wait, man.
with Sustainer we did a lot of writing in the studio. Like basically, like we got demos, but nothing is the same anymore. Not a single thing.
Damn.
And so it took forever. And so anyway, we kept changing parts and rearranging stuff, redoing stuff. And for the first time last night, I was actually able to sit down and listen to the record in its entirety, start to finish. And I was like, this is fucking
Just
sick.
give me something good.
Yeah, I was like, this is heavy. It's catchy.
Oh, man. What a
it's
good
melodic.
feeling.
Yeah.
How many songs?
10.
Nice.
Yep.
Are they digging it?
Yeah. I deliberately haven't sent them the full versions. I've sent them snippets because I want them to kind of build their own hype in their head. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yep.
Good for you, man. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. So basically everything's out until your next project in a couple days?
Yep. Yeah, I just with the only thing left was Sustainers, the last project, but
Yeah.
just kind of making those final tweaks, doing some automation, some production stuff, like just the little bells and whistles that are left.
Yeah, cool.
So,
How you doing, Drew?
I'm good, man.
Have a good week?
Pretty busy. Just moving into that practice space,
Yeah.
filling it up. Get some gentry practices going on.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
3 people in the band?
yeah, right now we have 3 people. So
That's
just
awesome.
guitar, Gino, and drums, me.
That's so cool. So you guys have plans for shows and shit like that?
Nothing
2018?
booked, but I'm looking. I'm gonna hopefully something after like January, I guess.
Dude, I wonder if we can convince the Days and Nights guys.
Fucking do it, man.
I'm in.
Hell yeah, man.
Me and Nate are usually in.
Yeah, who's
Well,
not interested?
the thing is, I'm
Draper's
making
in
it sound like
California now, too.
Draper's in, Tony's in.
Yeah.
So you may be asking yourself, well, James, what are you talking about? Here's the thing about the Days and Nights. We, as a group, as a 4 group,
Yeah.
are absolutely retarded. we are almost not functional at all. Like we get along, we write really cool music together, and then I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Like
We just like drops off, or you guys get ahead of yourselves.
we
and
just,
like,
I don't know. We just people stop showing up to practice, and then it's like, well, I guess we're just not doing this now. I don't know. We just it's the weirdest thing. We got back together about a year ago to play a show. We're gonna do a little reunion thing. We practice a lot.
Getting fucking traction too. I
I got back in shape. I was like drummer shape, ready to go.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, and it just fizzled out.
That's some bullshit.
So I think what we need to do is book a show first.
Yeah, book a show. Like,
Yeah.
if we book one out like way out, like in January or February
Yep.
or something.
We have a deadline to meet.
Fuck yeah, exactly.
fuck a show, do an international tour. That's what you need to do.
Dude, no shit. Yeah, I mean, I would do it. The Gentry. How about this?
Dubai.
The Gentry to buy.
Are you talking about all the Hillsborough bands and renting out the Grange?
Yeah, something like that.
I was
We
talking
could
to
do-
Corey about that actually, like a week ago or so.
Oh, Corey Van Name.
Bible Belts.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
Ben Sprague.
Right. What
Get a
about
bunch of Hillsborough bands.
the Gentry, the Days, the Nights,
Shelter Red.
Shelter Red, Clarity Process.
Get Zach to fly out.
and
that'd
then
be
Metro
fucking
Station.
cool.
Get Jeff Miller and Zach to come up.
Yeah. That's like a
be a
summertime
sick
thing.
show.
That'd be
That'd
a
be sick.
fucking
Sick show.
killer show.
That'd be cool.
We should do that like in June or something.
And then if Stefan and me are on the same stage together, we can do a Tabana thing too.
fucking Josh Timonen.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. He tried to get us to do that a couple years ago, and for whatever reason,
Who do we
didn't.
know that has a big backyard?
Crummett.
I feel like you're the one. Oh wait, no,
It's not-
Crummett.
No,
yeah,
yeah, I'm
You were
talking
Crummett.
about
like a big backyard.
like a house show.
Crummett. I don't think he'd want.
I don't think
That,
Well, he's
though,
got
would he?
too many neighbors too. I
Yeah,
think.
too many.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking like set up
Yeah,
an
and he's
outdoor
gotta-
stage and just
Right.
fucking go
God,
nuts.
that'd be cool.
that'd be dope.
Someone with property.
Yeah,
That way it doesn't cost you. Well, yeah, you can just make a shit ton of money that way.
aren't they doing shows at the Paris Theater again?
Yeah, I think they aired out all the semen smell.
God, that was such a.
Wait, what?
That was so depressing.
It used to be a Jack Shack.
Oh,
Uh,
Jack Shack.
You know what the Paris Theater is, right, Neil?
No, I do not.
It's a local venue.
Apparently,
that-
I don't know what it is.
Well, back in the day, it was
I'll
like
pull it up
the
right now.
all ages club that we'd all play
That's
at.
what
and
I
we grew
thought,
up
but then
going
the semen word got.
to. Well,
brought
yeah,
up.
well, then it became like a jack off place, like a
What?
where they
Is that
play
legal?
porn movies and people jerk it
Oh, that's a thing.
and you
Yeah,
jerk
we
each
used to-
other off.
We used to play shows here like when we were like 13.
Yeah, all the time. We had Shiner play there.
So there are movie
Fuck yeah.
theaters where you can go to watch porn and jerk it.
Didn't Jimmy Eat World play there? Or am I way
Yeah,
off?
no, they play there.
They did, right?
They also played upstairs. La Luna.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a rad venue. It's
Yeah.
actually super cool.
Fucking huge ass stage and like
Huge.
a huge ass drum riser on
Yep.
top of it too.
And there's a
So
big
much
enough
fun.
king up there.
There's
Yep.
a big enough demand for jerking in public that they decided to move against playing
Yeah.
shows.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you think about, yeah, I'm sure.
Because there's a lot of
they
venues
put
that
some
turn
money
into
into it.
nightclubs.
Whoa, is that it now?
Yeah, that's it now. Jesus.
It looks like the Star Theater now, right?
Yeah, I mean it looks nice.
Star Theater might be cool too, as a place to do it,
Oh fuck yeah, that's a great venue. I like that place.
because we don't need it to be all ages. We're all 700 years old now. We don't need.
I don't know
Right.
any fucking minors.
Yeah, fuck
Unless
minors.
I'm like blood or something. But
No, I'm saying fuck minors. Like, let's fuck.
Jesus.
You know that Louis C.K.
we need a
bit
basement show for that.
where he's saying something about fucking minors? And he's like, no, I'm talking about minor, like a minor, like gets dirt on his hand, a minor. Such a stupid joke.
Yeah,
You can tell he just came up with it. And, yeah.
Glad he put out a fucking special, man. His last one was fucking great.
Yeah, so good.
Because that Comedy Store
Oh.
one, like from like 3 years ago, was kind of weird.
Kind of
like,
a dud. It was weird.
Like I didn't laugh very often.
Me neither. It was. You could tell it wasn't like a rehearsed thing. It was
Just kind of
in the moment, which is cool.
Yeah,
he can do what
that's
the
fine.
fuck he wants. It's so funny. But yeah, you're right. It wasn't like a special. And this last one was right up with all the
out
other
of the
ones.
park, man.
So good.
He's good.
He's the best. I mean, have you seen the new Patton Oswalt special?
No, I haven't.
It's really good, Andrew.
It's on Netflix.
Good. Yep.
I've never seen any of his specials. I
So
like
it's
them,
about.
but I haven't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely one of my favorites of all time.
He's gone through some shit this year
Dude,
too.
yeah. So it was the
fucking
first one
wife
after his wife died. It's about a year later he puts out a special, and the first, I'd say, 60% of the special, it's just a stand-up comedy special, just not related to that, and then the last 40% of it, he starts talking about it, and somehow he makes it funny. Somehow, it's like just so good. I highly recommend it. It's really, really good.
That sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like, I mean, he really took grieving and moving through all that shit and made it somehow talkable and approachable. And
Yeah, he's been pretty open with it, like
Yeah.
on social media and whatnot.
yeah,
The whole process.
Speaking of Patton Oswalt, have you ever seen Mystery Science Theater 3000?
like
Remember that
back
show?
in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They remade
They
it.
redid it with
Yeah.
Jonah Ray.
And Patton Oswalt.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
Yep.
was a part of it.
I've been binging it.
Is it any good?
It's funny.
I watched the
It's-
first part of it.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Jonah Ray's the guy, the like the guy in the yellow suit. I
Yeah.
forget what his name is.
Yeah. Shit.
People are.
I
gonna
watch
be
it all the
pissed
time,
at
and
me
I
on
can't.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonah Ray was one of the hosts on the Nerdist podcast,
Oh, okay.
which I'd highly recommend. He's a funny fucking dude. He was a drummer in a band. Do you know that, Andrew?
Who?
Jonah Ray. You never really listened to Nerdist.
The
No,
That was
pilot
not
never
really.
your thing. Yeah.
the pilot episode of the new Mystery Science Theater, he's playing drums.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, awesome. Yeah.
So
Rad. He
Yeah.
actually knows a few people up here. Oh, who is it? It's one of our like kind of close friends. He recorded with at one point. I can't think of who it is.
Oh.
But anyway, what else is new? Stranger Things season 2. Andrew,
Yeah,
you never really got
that's
into
out.
that. Dude, it's so
exists.
good. It's so good. Oh man, Ashley and I just drilled through that season. Highly recommend it. I'm sure everyone listening's already seen it. Yeah, dude, you got to give it another chance, Drew. Telling you, man.
I watched it, man. I did not like any of it.
How is that possible?
I think it's fucking. I mean, it's enjoyable, but I don't think it's great though.
Yeah,
first
I've
season?
seen. I've seen.
The first season's better. But
I'm getting pissed right
The
now. I'm
second
about to
one-
lose my
the
mind.
second one's fucking embarrassing, man.
What is? The second season?
Yes,
When did you see it?
I watched it.
Dude,
I was very lazy this weekend.
you were way off
Lots
base,
of
sir.
candy.
Way
Oh,
off
God.
base, sir.
That fucking episode where she's hanging out with a fucking Indian punker. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here.
Which one?
The one where L or 11 or whatever. She's like, she runs away.
Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my
It's not
God,
good.
Andrew.
Not my chair, not my problem.
You fucking hipster. God damn it.
It's not good.
It's so good. I'm sure most people disagree with you on this one.
I don't know.
Maybe you and Dylan don't like it, but the rest of the world is
Fuck off.
pretty much into it. It's so good.
I'm afraid of a fucking tulip.
Tulip.
That's what those fucking monsters have for heads. Fucking
Tulips.
gay rods.
Oh, the opening heads.
I don't think Andrew likes the show.
Yeah, I don't think Andrew likes it. He's pretty against the show.
It's enjoyable, but yeah, I mean, it just pissed me off because like they're pretty well built up. Like great production, they can nail the nostalgia. They have the money to for all the copyrights and shit, and the music, and then fucking great synthwave shit going on. The whole soundtrack's good. Then it just dives off from there for me.
That's so weird. That's very surprising to me. Yeah, I think it's one of the best shows out in a long time. It's
Really?
like Spielberg-y fucking...
Better than was it Game of Thrones or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I actually never really got too into Game of Thrones myself. But every time I watch it, I really like it. And then I never knew what happened. I don't remember who fucked who and who killed who. And and it was a little soap opera for me. But yeah, I need to check it out. I mean, it's obviously a fantastic show. Everyone seems to love Game of Thrones.
Fucking Rudy's in it. Get out of here.
I follow Rick and Morty. That's my.
I like that show a lot.
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah, I watched a little bit. I remember really liking it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely go check it out
Yeah,
again.
it's hilarious.
What
did everybody do for Halloween?
I went trick or treating with my
'Cause that was
sister
yesterday,
and
right?
niece and nephew. Yeah. What'd you do?
Nothing. I worked.
You didn't do anything at all?
Nope.
Andrew, what'd you do?
I didn't do shit. I worked on Saturday night just, to make money. It's pretty busy, around town, but I didn't do anything. Celebrating.
You're at home?
None of that shit.
What'd you say?
On Saturday, I was just working, just
No.
giving rides out just because, that's what you do as a fucking ride share driver.
Last night you didn't do anything?
I didn't do shit. I mean, I handed out candy and got
Not a
little weird.
single person came to our door.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because of the city, but like when I was a kid growing up in the suburbs, or maybe it's just like fucking early 90s and
Dude, the
late
neighborhood-
80s.
Yeah.
There's groups of kids everywhere.
Dude,
Yep.
there were last night, the neighborhood I went to,
Oh,
or
yeah?
my sister Sarah's house out in Hillsborough, it was like the movie E.T., where like all the
Yeah,
kids
I guess
are
it's just out in the
everywhere.
suburbs, yeah.
Dude,
Safe
it was
neighborhood.
crazy. Like almost like stereotypically funny. Like
Yeah.
all the parents are saying hi to each other, and I mean there's just herds of kids in
I love
costumes.
that. I'm glad it's still a.
Yeah, I mean it
existing
still
somewhere.
exists. It's just not. It's not in my neighborhood, that's for sure.
Something my cousin pointed out to me. I think he's right. Because remember when we were kids, we'd drive around, everything was decorated, businesses, houses. Like everybody would go really elaborate with the decorations for Halloween. Like we were driving around yesterday, didn't see a single decoration. Like
Really?
yeah. And he pointed out, he's like, that hasn't been a thing for a while. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like I haven't seen people decorating around here at least for Halloween. For
There's
a long
definitely
time.
a lot in my neighborhood. Not a lot of trick or treaters, but definitely decorations. There were where I was.
Okay.
I mean, in fact, one of the houses has a haunted house in the backyard.
Oh, that's cool.
Shit.
It was fucking dope.
Nice.
Really, really cool. Yeah, so I think it's just hit or miss. I think like Christmas is the same way. Some neighborhoods just don't do it at all.
Some people just keep them up constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my neighbors is that person. And it's really weird because he's so detailed on everything else in his house. Like mows lawn every week. They're always doing renovations on their house, but they leave this one stupid strand of lights up all year.
Probably because it was a bitch to put up or something.
Something.
You know,
Yeah.
Or they're a permanent fixture.
At some point, you decide I'm that person, and you just never stray from it.
Yeah.
What else? I saw a movie called Jigsaw. It was the newest Saw movie.
I keep hearing about it. Was it good?
I thought it was absolutely retarded. One of the dumbest horror movies I've seen in
Really?
a long time.
What
But
number are they
let
on?
me be. It was like the 7th or 8th one or something stupid like
Yeah, I've
that.
seen like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, me too. I really like the first one. First one's rad. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a legendary horror movie. But I mean, it was fun. Like popcorn horror movie, Halloween time. I mean, I'm not. I knew what I was going to see. It was terribly reviewed. It has, what does it have on Rotten Tomatoes? It was like 40% or something.
There it is, Jigsaw.
But really, really stereotypically bad.
IMDb gave it a 6.3.
43% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty bad. But for horror movies, they're pretty much always reviewed badly. Like
Really?
It was the only one that actually had a high score.
What was it? You that was telling me recently there was one movie, because you know how like every horror movie that comes out they advertise it as the scariest one or whatever.
Which is so stupid.
There was one. I think it was.
should be.
Yeah, I think it was you telling me there was one that came out that was actually terrifying recently.
Which one?
Might have been a couple months ago or something, but
It Follows was really good.
Yeah, I like that one.
Might have been
That one was dope. Really kind of
Some fucking
artsy.
suspense for once.
Yeah, and like just a simple premise.
Yeah.
This person this thing just keeps following.
Yeah, they did a good job, too. It was creepy
Yeah,
as fuck.
really
Like,
really cool
Not
soundtrack.
doing too much, just real
Yeah.
minimal.
Yeah,
Great soundtrack. Disaster
Lights
Piece.
Out was good.
Yeah.
You see Lights Out?
That's the one with like that blind dude.
No, that's that one was good too. That was really good. Did you like that one?
I don't think I really saw the full thing. I saw
what-
like pieces on
What's
TV.
that called? Try to find that, Drew. It's like blind
Not
guy
Lights Out, but
horror movie. Yeah.
Dude.
What is that called?
Don't
Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Do you know what that is, Neil?
That might have been the one.
That might have been the one. That one was pretty fucking scary. More like, but not scary, like suspense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another good one was Tusk. You see
Oh,
that one?
I never saw Tusk.
You never saw that? It's actually
No,
fucking
that's
really
Kevin
good.
Smith, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I want to see that.
I was really surprised. That was like in 2014 or something.
Oh, there's a club.
It's kind of
called-
funny, right?
What is this
Yeah.
place in
Kinda
Portland
campy.
called Tusk?
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
Oh, Drew, did you ever see Dale? Oh, God damn it, James. Tucker and Dale versus
Yeah,
Evil?
I've seen that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can be friends again.
No, I'm honestly, but Stranger Things, I am shocked that you didn't like that. That's where I'm coming from.
I've seen a couple episodes.
I've known Andrew since we were 10 years old, and I simply don't understand why you don't like it. It's okay. It's all good.
Is it?
Not a fan.
I'm not gonna divorce you.
Not a fan.
That's good.
We'll still touch penises during the pee break.
When I text you the other night about it, and you're like, I'm not a fan or something like that.
Yeah.
He goes, not a fan, but I'll open my asshole for it again. Oh no, I'll have an open
Oh,
asshole.
keep an
for
open
it.
asshole.
Yeah, I'll keep an open asshole. And I turned to Ashley. I was like, apparently Andrew doesn't like Stranger Things. And she looked at me and she goes, it's almost as though people have different opinions, James.
That's pretty good.
The women's perspective is usually a decent one.
It was kind of spot on sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Not give him too
Sometimes.
much credit. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
Fucking-
Fucking hoes.
Fucking brides.
And we're shut down.
And we're done. Yeah, I thought it was really dope. Do you see it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. It has not been seen.
I don't know what you're gonna think. No, honestly, like if you don't like Stranger Things, you may not like that
My whole perception of you has changed.
because
Like Stranger Things.
no, it's like the same type of vibe. Like
Oh.
You know, it's hard to make a horror movie that I care
Spielberg.
about.
yeah. So I'm such a horror movie guy. Like I pretty much watch every
And like
one of them.
monsters are kind of hard to do for me. Like it just
Yeah.
takes me out of it. Takes me out of it.
It's too cheesy.
Just yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, like horror movies, that's why I like the independent ones better, because it's typically real effects instead of like CGI.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of CG.
Yeah, especially in horror, like it takes you out of it.
Yeah.
If you have a monster that you don't believe is real, you're like, what the fuck? That's so obviously CGI. That's not going to scare you.
The first time I ran into that, because I was the first Matrix movie came out and I loved it, and then the second one came out and there was like scenes that were obviously CGI.
Yeah, it was
and
like a
at
video
that
game, yeah.
at that point in my life, I didn't know what CGI was. I was like, what is going on with that? And
They're
it ruined
overboard.
it for me. The whole rest of the movie, I was just thinking about why that looked so weird. It
Yeah.
ruined it for me.
Yeah, I'll check out Tusk. It was reviewed pretty terribly, I think.
Yeah, this is worse than Jigsaw.
41%.
Which is surprising. It's actually
I am DB.
well, it's like self-aware, so it's kind of like making fun of itself too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with those movies. You can't really trust the reviews because you either like that genre or you don't. And critics are typically pretty hard on horror movies
Why is that?
because they don't. It's like comedy. That's why you'll never see a comedy win an Academy Award.
Huh.
Not typically. I mean, it almost never happens. I don't think it's ever happened, to be honest. But horror movies, I think Silence of the Lambs was the only one that's ever
Fantastic.
made it into the Academy. Yeah, and that movie's amazing. But it's not like scary. It's just a good movie. It's a drama. There's some suspense and creepiness for sure. But I don't know. I mean, the only movie that I remember being genuinely scary was The Exorcist growing up.
Yeah, I've actually seen that one.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
And that's
Yeah, that freaked me out.
what was the other one I saw?
Have you seen that one with Bruce Campbell? It's on Showtime. It's a series.
Oh, I started it.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
I
I've only
liked
seen,
it.
I've seen a little bit of the second season, but yeah. It's
Isn't it just called Evil Dead?
It's like Ash versus the Evil Dead. Or
Oh,
something
that's
like
what it is.
that.
Yeah, Ash vs. the Evil
Something
Dead.
like that.
Right.
But anyways, it's pretty well done. I was
Cool.
really surprised.
Yeah, I'll have to visit that one again.
Yeah, same here.
Speaking of Tusk and Kevin Smith, to go back to that, he apparently, I don't know if we talked about this on the last one, but since he was part of a lot of the Weinstein movies,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
he's donating money every month.
Yeah, all
He's
the
going to donate.
residuals.
Yeah. So all the residuals off the movies that were made through the Weinstein Company, he's going to donate to like a sexual assault nonprofit or something like that. And on top of that, like $2,000 a month for the rest of his life. It's like, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Super aggressive.
A good dude.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. In response to the Harvey Weinstein sexual harassment scandal, filmmaker Kevin Smith, whose career was launched and propped by the New York-based mogul, is donating all residuals going forward from his Miramax and Weinstein co-produced canon to the nonprofit Women in Film. Damn.
High five, Kevin Smith.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, for sure. I dig him a lot. You know, I don't like everything he does, but I like that he's active. He puts out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He does like a bunch of podcasts a week. He makes movies all the time. He's writing all the time. And, you know, sometimes you swing and you miss, but at least he's doing things. He's putting out content. And I respect anyone that's at least trying. I mean, Neil and I always talk about that, like, bands just have to do things and not overthink.
Yep.
Like, what is our artwork going to be? And, oh, we're so concerned about our video and we want it to look pro. It's like,
I mean,
it can look
good.
pro, but
you just have to do it.
Easy to get caught up in things like that. But
Yeah.
the other thing is like releasing stuff for like attention spans, like always trying to put something out like every year or something.
Yeah.
Like Minus the Bear did that forever, and like honestly, I didn't like
Right.
85% of it.
Right. So almost like pump the brakes a bit. And just put out
Yeah,
something
yeah,
good.
exactly. Yeah, just wait a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. It is hard. I mean, I understand both arguments, but
Yeah, same here.
but it's like a lot of hip hop artists and a lot of rappers are just putting out stuff a lot, like mixtapes or there's upload. Didn't Lil Wayne isn't that how he like came up? He would just upload a
like
song,
mixtapes or something.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
on
like
the
little-
SoundCloud, like every week or something like that.
Yeah, I mean with rappers, I think it's a
And
little
some of them are
different.
good, some of them are
Lyrically
great.
driven.
Yeah. I don't know, and I think eventually it's going to start going towards that way, whether we want it to or not. You know,
oh yeah. I mean, I've already seen it. Ran
Yeah.
into it.
I mean, the whole idea of a record is interesting. Like,
It
one
doesn't really serve a purpose anymore, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does, but it doesn't, and it's like it serves a purpose, but I don't know if there's a matching market for it anymore.
Well, no.
You know
Yeah,
what
I think
mean?
like
If I want to hear a song, I
that's
go
the
on
thing.
YouTube.
I like
Right,
what
or
Crosses
Spotify.
did. They released pretty much like 3 EPs. The third EP is just the album, basically.
Right.
But I think I like expanded out like every 5 months. They release like, you know,
Yeah,
7 songs.
right.
I think
And it's all good.
yeah,
the most
I think it's a
part.
pretty good way.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but it's always a bummer when you see not just bands but artists in general that get in the trap of overthinking and then they don't do anything.
I've been there. I've
Yeah.
done it on accident, and then I realize it and I kick my ass. But yeah, I've done it.
It's like
it's easy. It's easy to get caught up in, especially like because I'm even aware that I'm doing it, but at the time I don't realize it, and then all of a sudden, it's like, oh shit, you're overthinking that. Stop. Yeah. So anybody can get caught up in it. I feel like on accident.
Oh, for sure. I definitely do. I struggle with it every day. It's like the Gary Vaynerchuk motto or saying or whatever.
Yeah.
He always talks about how like the macro, like the bird's eye view, you want to have a clear vision. You want to overthink your life. Like, where am I going? What are my goals? Like macro. But then micro, like day-to-day stuff, get shit done. It's about speed.
Yeah, process is
doing
destination.
Yeah. Still know where you're going, but in like from what I'm doing with Stateside, I have to be fast and I have to respond and I have to do things on a minute by minute basis. But macro, I have to sort of pull out and be like, oh, okay, what am I doing here? And
pull out.
I got to pull out.
Never pull out.
Got to pull out. What happened, Andrew? Did the light go out?
Oh no, it's all good.
Oh, looked like something went out. But yeah, so don't overthink. Definitely do.
And never pull out.
And never, ever pull out. Did you hear? Well, I guess we can just sort of jump around and do our current events as we go.
Yeah, why not?
Did you hear about? No, I shouldn't laugh. This is awful. This is fucking awful. But the kid that fell in Niagara Falls. Did you guys hear about this?
No, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, apparently he lived, so
Jeez.
that's cool. But fucking kid, I think he was taking a picture or something.
Of course.
Yeah, type kid falls in Niagara, or yeah, something.
Or you
like
could type kid Viagra. That's what I thought you typed at first, and I was like, what?
Kid Viagra. Ugh.
Niagara. What the fuck did I spell?
No, you got it.
Is that how you
Boys,
spell it?
it does. You got it anyway. I wouldn't even come close either.
No, that's how
So
you
he
spell
fell
it,
over
actually.
the falls.
You got close. Niagara. Boy, sir, here, click on that. Boy survives fall over Niagara Falls railing during photo op. I
Idiot.
shouldn't laugh. A 10-year-old boy is being treated in the hospital after surviving a 100-foot fall over the
Jeez.
railing at Niagara Falls.
Really sucks.
The boy was visiting the tourist attraction Sunday with his family and stopped to take a photo for his mom. While posing on the railing, he lost his balance, fell backwards into a gorge.
Is that like a short rail or something? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
it must be like.
So we went to the
outdated or
hospital,
something.
and he was airlifted to the Children's Hospital in Hamilton, Ontario. His injuries are considered critical, but the hospital said Monday that he was stable condition. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's like
100-foot
right
fall,
out of a
that's-
movie.
Under
Ugh.
a rock, under water. Did it say?
You'd think it was just water. 100 feet, though.
That's all. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
anything.
What?
Niagara Falls is large.
Yeah. Right. But how tall are these ceilings? I think residential...
They're about 100 feet.
Yeah, about 100. We're in a castle right now. Welcome to my home. I'm Neil.
Just a 100-foot tall fucking cathedral.
I think the average residential ceiling is about 8 feet, I think.
I think that's average. I don't think.
Av-
I think this
this
is a
is a
little
little taller.
taller. Yeah, I think it's more like 10 feet.
This is more like 10, right?
Yeah, I
It's
would
like
think.
10 of these.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's a
How
long
do
way
you
to fall.
live?
Yeah.
Well, now let's talk about Kevin Spacey touching boys.
It looks like a boy toucher.
Kind of does, right?
Is he touching boys or? Is
I'm
he...
a huge fan of Kevin Spacey.
Oh, I love Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
I'm
same
very-
Right?
I'm very
Who doesn't?
disappointed.
Yeah, he's good.
What a bummer.
I wonder
Yeah,
how long this is going to go on. All these people getting exposed,
Yeah.
Well,
and how many of them are actually true. No one like. There's so many now. You couldn't even be
It's a
able
fair
to sort
statement,
through 'em.
Neil. It's
Yeah.
fair.
Can't even sort through them now. I
It's
mean,
like we
I
talked
could,
about
I
last
could just
time.
come out and say I was molested by Kevin Spacey.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like you're guilty until proven innocent. It's
Yeah.
not the other way around.
when it comes to celebrities, yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Why am I-
few things.
I'm looking
Oh, it's
for-
that guy? That was the guy that accused him?
Wait, what guy? Go back.
shit.
What was his name? He was on Star Trek, I think.
That guy?
This dude?
Yeah, he looks really familiar, right?
He
You
accused.
recognize that guy, don't you? Maybe. He looks like a
Kinda.
kinda. Maybe he just
He looks
looks
like two other dudes too.
Yeah, he looks like the guy from Tucker and Dale.
Yeah,
vs.
exactly.
Evil,
That's what I was
right?
thinking of,
But
yeah.
it's not him.
No,
Go to an article where they talk about it, Drew, if you don't mind.
I just want to look at his face.
Yeah, look at that face. Oh my goodness.
It's a
Second
Here's the most
man?
recent ones.
Second man accused?
Other men.
Other men come forward with harassment allegations against Kevin Spacey.
Oh, what?
Several men have now shared stories of being sexually harassed by Kevin Spacey after, quote, Star Trek Discovery actor Anthony Rapp came forward with his own story earlier this week. Oh, no. Oh, I heard House of Cards was canceled, too.
Yeah, they fucking axed that pretty fast.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Really? Jesus
sucks.
fuck.
That's what I heard,
I'm
yeah.
a big fan of House of Cards.
Of course.
That sucks.
Um,
God damn it.
yeah, the apology was a little bizarre, too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, just kind of like shift.
Yeah, he was like, I don't remember it happening, but I'm sorry. And P.S. I'm living as a gay man.
There must be more then.
And you're like, what does that have to do with anything? Now he's like trying to pair being a creepo with being gay. It's like, those are two
Yeah, you
vastly
can't-
different things.
Yeah, he fucked up.
That'd be like if Weinstein was like, I'm sorry for touching people and being a dick, and I'm living my life openly as a straight male. Like, what? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't think a lot. I didn't know he was gay till just now.
It was always assumed. Like,
Yeah,
it was
I-
a rumor.
Well,
But
I
he would
got
always
rumors.
avoid the question.
I guess that's why he was just like, I'm just going to admit it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
People.
I
are,
mean,
people are touching everybody.
who knows
Everybody's
about-
touching everybody?
Yeah, I can't go for a 14-year-old though.
Yeah, you for sure can't.
Well, no.
I mean, in medieval times, look, okay,
I mean, in Russian culture,
historically,
married really young.
if you were having your period, then I'm just gonna stop right there. Just gonna stop that sentence.
I stopped it well. You
Yeah,
took
I
it.
took it to period.
I could have gone way further.
Yeah.
but-
Ugh. Well, that's a bummer. I hope either justice is served to him or he's cleared of these allegations if that's what needs to happen. But either way, it's not good. Yeah,
he's touching everybody.
He was a legend. I mean, like, American Beauty is fucking rad.
Oh yeah, he's the man in that.
House of Cards, obviously. He's really, dude. He was a really good impressionist. One of the best. His Christopher Walken is unreal. Did you ever see the the SNL skit where Kevin Spacey's the host? It's like back in the '90s, and it's the lost auditions for Star Wars, and it's like Christopher Walken trying out for Han Solo.
Yeah,
so good. Walter Matthau trying out for Chewbacca. It's like, Chewbacca, what's a Chewbacca? So good.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I want to watch it now.
Yeah, is there any volume, Drew? And we can just do our ghetto. I put the mic up to the TV trick.
Yeah, I mean.
Welcome to Stateside Podcast, where we don't have audio figured out. Dude, it's so good though.
We haven't figured it out. We just haven't
He's
done
like-
it.
Yeah, yeah, we know what to do.
Yeah,
We just simply haven't
this
done it.
TV doesn't have like a direct out for some
Oh.
dumbass reason.
Well, then we.
It has
can't
an
do
optical out, but not a regular mini jack. Mini jack me
Oh,
off.
that's why. That's right. But
And now the internet is slowing down, so.
fuck that.
Why does this always happen? It seems to work fine, and then all of a sudden it just
Yeah,
dies.
as soon as podcast time, it doesn't work.
There we go.
No.
Just gotta
I
talk
did
some shit
forget.
about it.
Yeah, fuck you, internet.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was like he pretends to be. Oh yeah, Daryl Hammond pretends to be Richard Dreyfuss. I remember Dylan always loved that skit. He's like, I was in Jaws. I was in Jaws. But
Dead air.
George Lucas's science fiction epic Star Wars captured the imagination of the world. Now, the 20th anniversary re-release is available on home video with spectacular new footage like these never-before-seen screen tests.
Christopher Walken, Han Solo screen test. Okay, Chris, whenever you're ready.
I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon. Chewie here tells me you're looking for passage to the Alderaan system.
Yes, indeed. If it's a fast ship.
Fast ship? You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon. It's the ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. She's fast enough for you, old man. That sucked. I'm sorry. I never meant
Get us out of here. 3PO screen test?
32.
Okay, C3PO. I'm sorry, who's in there?
It's Richard Dreyfuss. Damn you! I told you I didn't want to wear the damn mask.
Okay, just do the scene, Richard. What I really need is a droid that understands the binary languages of moisture evaporators.
Evaporators? Sir, my first job was programming binary load lifters. Very similar to your evaporators in most respects.
Thank you very much.
Now listen, I can do that better, okay?
Thanks, but we've got all we need.
Look, I don't need this. I was in Jaws, okay?
Okay, thanks. Walter Matthau, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh my
screen
God.
test. All right, I never heard of them hitting anything this big before.
They didn't, but we are meant to think they did. These tracks are side by side. Sand people always ride single file to hide their numbers.
These are the same Jawas that sold us R2 and 3PO.
Jawas, what the hell is this picture about anyway?
It's a space adventure about a magical force and all the people and creatures who
Oh,
inhabit a
right.
distant galaxy. Walter? Walter?
Star Wars, the 20th anniversary home video. Available at
Love it.
stores.
Pretty good. Yeah, he was like a master at impersonations too. That behind the what is that thing? It's like behind the actor, that like really fancy show where they interview actors and
Like Actor Studio or
yeah,
something like
Actor
that.
Studio. Thank you. He did one of those, and like it was just so fucking brilliant.
Be the change.
Be the change. Well, yeah, that's creepy though. And the whole time I was like, that's really funny, but god damn it, maybe he's touching little boys the whole time.
Who
What a
knows?
bummer.
Yeah, I guess he said he used to be like a fucking alcoholic back in the day too. So
Yeah,
I mean
and
that
that's the
could just
thing.
be an excuse as well, but he could just
Well, that's
be
what he said. If it happened,
drunk
to him,
asshole.
I probably don't remember it happening. That's what he said, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
He did say something about
like
that.
in his apology about it.
Did you hear about his childhood, how he grew up?
No.
I didn't know any of the stories.
He looks
either.
like he has some demons.
Dude, he fucked up shit. Like
That's
his
unfortunate.
dad
Poor
used
dude.
to fuck his brother.
Oh God, that bad.
Like
Jesus.
bad. The
That's-
worst of the worst.
yeah, that's the
and his
worst.
dad was like a out Nazi, and would sit his kids down and talk about like the Third Reich and how Jewish people are taking over the world and black people aren't equal. Like just the worst shit ever. So he grew up pretty terribly. Not that that's an excuse, but
Oh, yeah.
gives you some context.
I can see why he drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucks, man.
Monkey see, monkey do.
I'd let him touch me.
Kevin
Kevin
Spacey?
I hear you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Not 14, but
I know that's the thing that it's like if he was another grown man, he was just being a dick. I don't know, but it's the 14-year-old thing that it's pretty hard to defend.
14-year-olds, minors. All right, where else could we go?
Well, here's another fucked up thing. Do you hear that North Korea had it like a
That chubby Korean.
chubby Korea? No, they had like a nuke leak, some missile thing. Here I have a
Those
Oh, it
fucking
leaked.
idiots.
yeah, like Chernobyl
It's
shit.
gonna blow up in their fucking face. I hope.
A nuclear tunnel collapsed, killing at least 200 people.
Jesus.
Fears of massive radioactive stuff. Yeah, type in like tunnel
We told him not to do it. And they did it
tunnel
anyway.
collapse.
That's not how you spell.
Yeah, there you go.
Breaking news.
North Korea nuclear tunnel collapses, killing 200 amid radioactive leak fears. Jesus.
Well,
god damn it.
What the fuck do you expect?
we told him not
Okay.
to do it.
What a weird place. So
It really is, man.
disaster, yeah, has prompted fears of a massive radioactive leak which could spark a Chernobyl or Fukushima-style disaster. North Korean officials said the collapse happened during the construction of an underground tunnel. South Korea's Yonhap news agency reports. 100 people were trapped in the tunnel. 200 people died. Jesus. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever seen like documentaries on North Korea?
Yeah.
It's fucking
So
crazy.
fucked.
They do like house inspections for like entertainment. That's
Yeah.
not like North Korea.
Right. Well, they like
regulated or some shit.
people will like from the West will send in like can't talk balloons and like drones and shit and drop off like Western DVDs
Yeah,
and
yeah. It's
thumb
a
drives
huge
and shows. Yeah.
Black market for that.
Right.
They do inspections and then what else? It's fucked up.
It's
The
fucked.
people fucking trying to get out of there.
Oh yeah.
Like if they find out like whose family it was or whatever, they fucking imprison the whole family
hmm
for the person who snuck out.
Yeah, and it's like all the media is all state controlled media, so they don't have
God, it's
the
garbage.
internet the way that we do. It's all like North Korea
Well,
state.
not even China has like regular internet.
Right. Yeah.
Those fucking Asians, man. Weirdos.
Not really all that free.
They've been around a while, the Asians. Maybe they have something figured out that we don't, even though it doesn't make any
Samsung.
sense to me.
Samsung.
Yeah.
Is that South Korea?
You guys
They're
hear
doing
about
pretty
the bus attack?
So,
Yep.
I don't know anything about it, but I heard about it. Just a headline.
Yeah, like I don't know much about it either. I just know, what does it say there, Drew?
8 people were killed and 11 injured when a man drove a rented truck down a bike path.
In Manhattan.
Lower Manhattan on Tuesday.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Six of the people killed were confirmed to be foreign nationals. 5 were from Argentina. 1 was from Belgium, according to those countries' foreign ministries. 2 Americans were killed in the attack. Damn. Ugh. Oh my god.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, so weird.
My mom was telling me that they found basically a suicide letter in the U-Haul, because he according to my mom, he had a paintball gun and a BB gun on him. So apparently he was like going to try to suicide by cop with
Right.
fake guns.
So they'd kill him.
Yeah, and they found a letter in the U-Haul basically pledging allegiance to ISIS or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but luckily it wasn't too many people or like a larger attack.
Yeah,
Because I think you could wipe out more than 8 people pretty
I know.
easily.
Well, that's what happened somewhere in France, like a year or two ago.
It's like a crowd, right?
Yeah, it was a
Pretty-
huge crowd. Like,
Jesus.
bunch of people were killed.
Fuck that.
50 or something like that, I want to say.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have your mind set on hurting a lot of people,
You'll find a way.
you'll find a way.
Yeah.
9/11, essentially happened with box cutters.
Yeah.
They took over planes with box cutters and then flew them into the buildings.
If that's what you believe.
If that's what you believe. Dun dun dun. Oh boy.
You can see the building self-destructing.
Dustin Hoffman accused of sexually harassing 17-year-old intern.
There we
Oh,
go.
God
Closer to
damn
18,
it.
though.
Oh boy.
That's defendable.
Oh
She
boy.
probably had a banging body.
17-year-olds, man. Doesn't get much better. Am I right, guys?
A little too old for
Anyone?
me. A little too old for me.
The hormones these days? Fuck,
It's
man.
weird.
All that
You know what's
milk.
weird though? Like, have you seen high school kids lately? They
crazy.
look like children.
Yeah, dude, I noticed that when I was growing up, like all the people that were older.
What were you gonna say, Andrew?
I'm starting to sweat.
What?
Instagram
Pedophile
knows.
podcast with Andrew. Carey.
With your stateside pedophiles.
I mean,
Can you have a mascot and have it be a pedophile?
I
Pedro
had,
the pedophile. I don't
It's
know.
just weird to think that like we did so much fucked up shit in high school, and then when you look at high school kids now, you're like, are you
Oh, they're
doing
babies.
You're babies. Are you doing what we did?
Babies doing anal.
Yeah, we fucked so much. I mean, like we'd go to parties where, well, I should
Just
probably slow
fucking-
this down, but
Just randos.
yeah, just fucking and sucking and sucking and fucking.
Yeah.
A lot of drinking.
Lot of
Lot of drugging.
Because, yeah,
I mean, god damn it.
it was fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a blast.
my dick looks like Donatello Brown, but it's all right.
Yeah. We definitely partied a lot in high school. It's so bizarre to think that like, because they're kids, they still live at home.
Yeah.
They have parents that wonder where they are. I don't know how our parents ever let us do any
Well,
of the things
fucking-
we did.
Even like 23-year-olds, they still think fucking babies. It's like, oh, I'm just
Oh, for
fucking-
sure.
I'm just 34.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just old
didn't
now.
really move out of the house until I was about 22, 23 almost, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, real cool. I mean, and that's pretty common. Like most kids will live there until 20. I think it's
Yeah.
like the average age, something like that.
I think I left my house officially when I was like 23, 22 or 23.
Yeah, that's
something
right
like
around me too.
Yeah, I just turned 21 when I got my first house. Or rented.
that. When
Yeah.
you bought your first house, how many houses do you have, Andrew?
Oh, shit. I got a nest egg. I got all this shit. I don't even know what the fuck that word means.
What?
Nest aid?
Oh, real estate.
Nest aid? What the
Nest
fuck?
aid?
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know what that is. Never heard that word. I thought you were saying nest egg.
Easter?
Hmm.
All right. What else is in the news?
Who's
Who's this guy?
no news, but I'm going to a Blazers game with Crummett coming up here.
Nice.
Pretty dope. Guess some like financial advisor of his got some box seats.
Oh, I know the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
And yeah, we're gonna go do that. Cause I'm kind of looking for someone like that anyway.
Chris is gonna get mistaken for one of the players.
Yeah. Yeah, he's humongous.
Yeah.
He's a tall guy. He's definitely one of the tallest people I know. How tall do you think Crummett is?
I think he told me he was like 6'4" or 6'5".
Mm.
Don't quote me on that though. I know he's somewhere in the mid 6 foot.
Yeah. How tall are you, Dale? You're 5.
I'm fucking short, dude. I'm like 5'7", maybe 5'6".
Really?
Yeah, it was hilarious seeing the two of us together in the same room, working together. Complete polar opposites. I might be 5'8", but that's optimistic.
What about you, Drew? You're like 6 foot
Around there.
ish.
Ishnia.
It's weird to think that like the average height and the average size of human beings has progressively gone up.
Well, yeah, you think about like Civil War
Yeah.
era.
I missed
They were
out
short
on
as
that,
fuck.
apparently.
Yeah, type in like
They were-
average size of
Yeah.
human being in Civil War era or 1800s or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Well,
and
have you
everyone
been-
died.
Have you been to
They're super
D.C. area, Virginia at all?
Mhm.
Like, have you seen George Washington's house?
No.
You can tour it. Like, everything
It's
is
dinky.
It's dinky, yeah. It's
That
really
is
small.
so weird. Average height during the Civil War.
5'3".
That's nil.
The average
5'7".
American man was 5 feet 7 inches.
I was born like 100 years too late. That's what that means.
Is that much different than now?
There has to be a difference.
It has to be, right? I always thought the average was like 5'10" or 5'9".
Yeah, I think
something like
5'10" might be the average. Sounds about right there.
5'10".
that. No, okay.
5'10".
So I'm shorter than the average.
We're just not real men, James.
Apparently.
We're not real men.
Yeah, what's considered midget?
4'11" and below.
How do you know that off the top of your head?
We went to school with one.
With one.
With one of them.
those.
What's the difference between a midget and a dwarf?
I don't
Something
know that.
to do with like knee joints or something.
Andrew. It's
Something
like
about
dwarfism, right? It's like
Do
a
they-
whole.
Do dwarfs have knees?
Do dwarfs have knees?
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
Do dwarfs
dwarfs
have
have
knees? Yes.
All dwarves are short, but different types of dwarfism have different causes and different physical traits.
I see.
I'm not going to try to pronounce that word.
I was waiting for
Anthroplasia is the most common kind of dwarfism. ... People with blank word have a problem converting
The A word.
cartilage to bone while growing, especially in long bones and the arms and legs. Huh? Do dwarves have knees? ? I have never in my life seen a dwarf climb a ladder or run upstairs. I believe this is fault in their DNA. Do they have knees? ?
Oh my
No.
god.
Oh my god.
2 sets of ankles. All right. It's getting weird.
Yeah, this is a weird forum. Oh my goodness gracious.
If you're listening, call in.
We should do a call-in episode sometime.
I put a number out.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Did you ever listen to Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew podcast?
They're back together, right?
Yeah, they do a podcast. I'll check in every once in a while, and they still do the call-in method. They'll like chit-chat for a couple minutes, and then they'll start taking calls. So it's basically a love line, but a podcast. Kind of cool. Do you listen to Loveline a lot, Neil?
Loveline?
Or are you too young for
That
that?
was like back in the
I
late
remember,
90s.
I don't know if it was called Loveline, but I remember something on 95.5 on the radio
Here.
that would come on, in Portland, that people would call in, ask. It was like slow jams, and people would call in for relationship advice.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't know why I listened to that.
Was.
I don't know.
But yeah, like in the late 90s and shit, I mean, that's what Stefan and I listen to Loveline all the time. We'd like sit in his room and listen to Loveline. But it was like the only show where people were talking about that stuff. Like, I got this thing on my dick. What do I do? And they discuss it. It's the first time ever.
Yeah, that was back before the internet caught on. You didn't know
Yeah.
shit back then.
No, yeah,
You
exactly.
didn't know anything.
You know
Just
shit.
hearsay,
You just worried until you saw the doctor.
That's if you went to a doctor.
If, right.
Or
I guess
all
if you're
the
a
dwarfs
kid, you're
dwarf.
pretty.
Do you know that 1 in 5 people have herpes?
Of course.
There's
I
3
thought
of
it
us in this
just-
room.
I thought it was higher
Fucking-
than that.
There's 3 of us in the room.
Like I said, man, my dick is Donatello Brown.
Oh, dude.
I have not seen
Half
any
green.
symptoms yet, but I'll let you know.
Yeah. I mean, basically every one of my friends has experienced an STD at some point in their life.
Oh, I have, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Nothing permanent, but yeah.
Yeah. It's getting cold now. God damn.
Outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was ice on the car this morning.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
I know.
I need to get out more.
I didn't know it was getting that cold overnight. Apparently it is.
Because it was warm this morning when I woke up here, at least. But you're on the opposite side of the. But it shouldn't be that drastically different.
Or no, it was yesterday morning. There was ice, but still, whatever. Yeah, it's weird to think that
I was gonna say it's starting to feel like fall.
Yeah, it
and winter.
definitely is. But there's people who live in states where they don't have seasons, like, down in LA.
Yeah.
Let's see what the temperature is in Los Angeles. Right now it's
That steak
67.
looks really good. What is that? Why are you tempting me with pictures of steak, Andrew?
The old Twitter. Some random shit.
Now I want a steak.
Is that Matt Sharp?
Yeah, man. The Rentals.
Damn.
He just released a new single not too long ago, like
The Rentals
2 weeks
did?
ago.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Matt
Shit.
Sharp.
Oh, cool.
It's called Elon Musk.
Is it under the Rentals or under Matt Sharp?
Under the Rentals.
Oh, cool.
What does he call it?
Yeah, I mean, when they were good, they were good. Like, those first couple of records were really fun.
Oh, just the first one for me, but yeah, fucking killing it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It is really just that first one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Elon
I
Musk
definitely
is making me
listen.
sad. That's the last single we put out. It came out like 2 weeks ago or so.
Nice. You guys been listening to anything good? Any new music?
All the shit I've been working on, which is
Yeah.
turning out fantastic.
That's awesome.
Super stoked on everything.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that.
I'm never stoked on anything, and I'm super stoked on this stuff. So, take it for what it's worth.
Yeah. Drew, do you recommend any good electronic music that's come out lately?
This month there's a guy, Makeup and Vanity Set.
Okay.
He released like a little like 2-minute, 3-minute track every day for October, just like kind of like horror inspired stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty dope, It's in the same kind of like synthwave thing.
He
as,
puts
like,
out a track every day in October?
He did that for this month or
Oh,
last
cool.
month rather.
See, that's
But,
kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really rad. It's really cool vibe, but it's basically like synthwave stuff, kind of like in the Stranger Things kind of
Right.
feel. That
Cool.
kind of same kind of thing.
Very cool.
It's a pretty cool way to do it, actually. Song a day.
Whatever happened to what's it, Black Queen?
Yeah, they just put out that one record in 2015, but
Do you think they're
I
gonna
don't know
do
if they-
something?
they spent like 3 years on that album, so who
Yeah.
knows? It seems kind of
That's
like
also
because
because Dillinger was so busy, and they still are touring,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're still going.
right? Do you know who we're talking about, Neil?
One more time, sorry.
Black Queen. It's
No, I
the
don't.
singer of Dillinger and a guy from a electronic duo. It's basically just him though, called Telephone Tel Aviv. He for a moment played in Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, nice.
Really cool shit. You like Telephone?
Yeah, it's a rad record, man.
So, yeah,
every
it's
track on
fucking
this
cool,
album's
man.
Awesome.
Super cool.
I'll check it
Yeah,
out.
I'm really hoping they do some
But
more
yeah, it's
shit.
a hybrid kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Ben from Dillinger does something cool too, because I didn't really dig the super band thing he was in. Did you listen that much?
What was
Oh,
that
I
one
heard
called?
about it. I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, what was that called?
I think I've heard of that one.
What else? I think new Dillinger. The new Dillinger drummer is drumming on the new Glassjaw. That's what it is.
Oh, really?
You haven't heard about that?
No, I have not.
I guess
Oh,
it's-
they're coming to
I
town,
guess it's
by
all
the way.
tracked.
That kid's fucking badass too.
Yeah, yeah.
What's his name?
Fuck, I don't know his name. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I'm so bad with names.
Glassjaw's coming to town, I think, right? Soon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, I gotta go to that. And who else are they playing with? And there was another huge band.
Yeah, what was that lineup? Oh, Billy Reimer is the name of the drummer of Dillinger, by the way.
Cool.
And then Ben Weinman, guitar player of Dillinger, is in a side project band. God damn it. What's it called? Oh, and it's with Slipknot's Jim Root, Hope's Launch side project band. Is that with him? Oh, they're called... God, stupid internet. The worst. Giraffe Tongue Orchestra? That doesn't sound right to me. That's what it is. Highly anticipated side project from Mastodon guitarist Brent Hines, Dillinger Escape Plan guitarist Ben Wyman, drummer John Theodore. You hear about this, Drew?
He's the man.
And Jane's Addiction bassist Eric Avery. They're in a band together. That might be cool.
Fucking Christ! I keep hearing John Theodore's name all the goddamn time, and
Yeah.
there's nothing that's been knocked out of the park that I've heard from him, unfortunately. But that just could be like a band thing. But
Yeah, I mean, like the new Queen's record, it's like, we won't get in a debate about the record, but the drummer is basically non-existent on that record.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? You have one of the best drummers
Hurts my
in
feelings.
rock.
And like he was on the Pucifer record too, and that one's kind of a stinker.
Really? He played on that too?
Yeah, the latest one that's come out.
I always thought that left-handed drummer played in Pucifer. You know who I mean?
Friedel,
Yeah,
Jeff
that guy.
Friedel or whatever. Yeah, he's pretty rad.
He is pretty good.
Yeah, he's solid.
He's solid. Not my favorite, but he's good. And
He's got a
with
cool
the Perfect
style.
Circle.
I like him.
Yeah. He basically like just filled in for Josh Freese.
Yeah, he's
He
kind of
did-
like an understudy, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of.
Is that what it was?
Well, just like what work Josh can't do, I guess it
He
goes
would
down
do.
to him.
Yeah.
Just kind of like the right
What
below
a
him.
fucking rad gig to have.
Fucking Christ, man.
Josh Freese's second. The bench.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. Have you ever seen The Day in a Life with Josh Freese?
Like a YouTube kind of.
Yeah,
like,
it's a YouTube thing.
I know he puts out on like a lot of videos. Yeah, that's the one he did when he was on tour with Nine Inch Nails, right?
No, well, he did
he
that
does, like,
too.
a lot of little
yeah,
series
he
kinda
does a
things.
ton of stuff. But
He
there's
does some
one
funny ass shit.
Yeah, that's really fucking funny. They're like really weird too, like in the airplane bathroom and shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking nut. I love him.
But there's a day in the life when he's home in Los Angeles, and it's like, it's so funny because he gets up at 5 a.m, makes his kids food. He's got 4 kids. Drives his kids to school.
Yeah.
Totally normal suburban
Pretty
dad.
grounded.
And then by like 10 a.m, he's at some studio.
Yeah.
Knocks out a record. Then drives across Hollywood to a different studio.
Yeah, he answers the call because
Yeah. And it's
you
all
have
like
to be there to do it. Or
right.
otherwise they
He's
stop
drumming
calling.
for Gwen Stefani, and then he goes and does like a rehearsal with Weezer.
Yeah, he's been on a couple of good podcasts.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you heard the Drummer podcast?
Yeah, I know there's one with they had the Bill Burr on there one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Drummers podcast. I don't know the name of it.
There's one I listen to. I don't listen to that much, but
Yeah, Dave Elich or whatever his name is. He's just on one that came out like today or yesterday.
oh, cool.
Artist Decoded. I think he's on
Okay.
the new one. Yeah.
To check that one out. There's one called the Trap Set with Joe Wong. You'd like that,
Trap
Drew.
Set. Yeah, I need
Tons of drummers on there.
Nice. I need to check out more of those.
Like Fred Armisen was just on it, oddly enough, because he's actually a drummer.
Yeah.
Chad Smith from fucking Chili Peppers. I mean, like literally all of the drummers. Stephen Perkins. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. John Theodore was on there too.
God, he's cool.
Northcutt likes that one. Phil Collins was on there.
Dude,
Dude, he was a good drummer. He was a good drummer.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not talking shit.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, music is weird right now. I don't know. Like, I always hear Dean Del Rey talk about that. How there's definitely music out there. Like, if
Yeah,
you can't find good music, it's your fucking fault. It doesn't... to fall into the, like, old man thing where you're like,
It's easy
just
to
not
do,
the same.
yeah.
It's really easy to do.
Really easy.
And there
But
might
then
be
the
some
other thing
truth
is
to
there's
it, but-
so much out there as well. It's like
That's the
hard to
problem.
navigate, especially like these days.
Yep.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
God, I know. I just think that a lot of people, they fall into, and it's just it's how I am. It's how a lot of people are. That like at a certain age in your adolescence, whether it's like you're 15 or 16, there's a formative time of your life that shapes who you are, and you basically stay that guy for the rest of your life. Like you, as far as like what you like, and so like for me, I'm always listening to the same bands. Shiner and Failure and Rage Against the Machine and Soundgarden and Nine Inch Nails and Tool, and like it's like those are still my favorite bands.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean that's all I'm listening to, but it's just
That's
my
like the
identity.
core.
Yeah, it's my core. I don't know, and it's just like our parents who are like Steely Dan and fucking
Yeah,
Led
I mean that's how it
Zeppelin
is.
and-
Yeah, I get it
yeah. It's just who when you were that age, it meant something to you.
for sure. Yeah, it's just soundtrack too when you came
Mhm.
up. But yeah, I kind of jumped shit honestly, like out of the whole like kind of hard rock, post-hardcore stuff. Like after like it was a Botch.
Yeah, you did.
We Are the Romans and the last or the second Glassjaw record, I should say.
Yeah, you don't
It's
really
it's
like
kind of
that
like after
music
that.
at all
It's
anymore.
kind of like I like Dillinger, but like I didn't
Yeah.
get into him. Like everything after that, like Mastodon, I didn't really
Right.
get into him. Like I like him, but just not my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I kind of jump ship after,
Like you and Tom just went really more electronic based, and you guys got really more into that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I mean,
But I love it too.
I
but-
still love like post-hardcore and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's just, like I kind of stopped listening into it as a
Yeah.
genre.
Definitely with post-hardcore, for me too.
But fucking butt fucking.
Butt fucking.
Speaking
the
of
last
butt fucking.
Glassjaw EP was dope as fuck. That
was
came
dope.
out like 2013 or something.
Yeah, it was
It's like
really
a 5-song. Those are
surprisingly good.
fucking great. I love that direction. What they're doing.
Look that show up, Drew. Let's see who they're playing with.
The
and
Used.
where they're
I
playing.
looked it up.
Oh, that's who they're playing
The
with.
Used.
Weird.
Yep. I'm so going to that show. It's at the
I
Roseland.
never really got into the use. I like a few of
Used
the
was one of
tunes.
those bands for me growing
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
I think for me and Andrew and our buddies that was a little after us,
I think so, yeah.
and it wasn't quite our scene. There's a few decent songs though from them for sure.
I didn't hate him.
Yeah, there's that one. There's like the one song, the big single they had.
Or is it, there's been a couple.
Well, anyway, one of the big hits I remember always enjoying.
A Taste of Ink, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I
can't
don't know.
remember all their song names right now. They have a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, I'd go to this show.
I've never seen either one of those bands, so I have to go.
So who's all in Glassjaw?
Roseland.
Oh, at the Roseland. Sweet. When is that? November 28th? Is that what that says?
Yep.
Cool.
I don't know who's in Glassjaw. I think it's that Mexican-looking guitar player. I think he's still in there
Right.
with the singer. I don't know who's the drummer or bassist.
Because it's like that's the
But-
band is basically him.
Yeah, he's
and he's the guy.
Yeah, like without a lead guitarist, he's kind of writing like more heavier riffy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Dude, that old lineup was so cool though. Back in the day, that blonde guitar player.
From the second album.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was a perfect fit for.
Yeah, it was a good
The bass
time.
player is pretty good too.
Yeah. God, what a weird band they were. It was so loose and kind of like Deftones, where they're just always, gonna fall apart, but they always bring it back together.
Yeah.
And that like that kind of music really gets better as you tour more. You're so loose and you know each other's moves, and
I think
I don't
why
know.
the last EP was so fucking cool was because they had the original bassist and drummer
oh
for that session. I think.
yeah, that bass player was fucking cool.
Yeah, pretty
He's
unique,
really good.
dude. Glassjaw was the shit, man.
Fuck yeah,
I miss them.
they were good. I'm stoked for new Nine Inch Nails.
They have a new album or something.
Well, I mean, I just feel like that something's gonna happen because now
Yeah,
they're
he's
touring
pretty
again.
consistent. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if something happens.
Yeah, you like the last EP they put out? The last 5-song? It came out like in July, I want to say.
Oh, I barely listened to it to be honest. Was it good?
I like it. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I haven't listened to it often, but I liked it.
Yeah, that's weird that I don't really remember it.
It's kind of that kind of feel, though. It's
Hmm.
kind of like not super catchy songs.
That's really
The
weird.
one
that I
before that
don't
is a little more
listen to
catchier, but
it. Yeah, did you like the one before?
I did. Yeah.
Like Comeback Haunted and all that shit?
Oh, it's another one after that, but I actually like that Hesitation Marks a lot. I
So there's
saw that
two
too.
after Hesitation?
Yeah, there's 2 EPs after
Oh.
Hesitation.
Yeah, okay. Damn.
They're pretty drony and they kind of like.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's always kind of writing spacey stuff, but
Yeah, he was God, he's one of the best, right?
yeah, he has pretty badass sound design always.
I know.
Pretty unique and always.
Yeah, for sure. This is kind of a change of direction here, Drew. Are you a Michael Rappaport fan?
I
You
love
like that
him.
guy?
I think he's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I thought you did.
I only know him just because like off of like
Shit
TFK
talking
and stuff.
Yeah.
Shit comes out fucking guns blazing, dude.
You like him?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
me
fucking
too.
love him, dude.
I just heard him on
talks
a-
match. I love those New York guys. They
Yeah,
just
it's
talk
the best,
all the
man.
shit.
And it's just so like culture is everything to him. Pop culture means everything. Like it defines you. Like, what do you mean you've never heard Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. What
You
are
know all
talking
this shit
about?
too. He's like late 70s hip hop.
Late
and, like,
sev- yeah.
all that old school stuff.
And
He's, like, he
basketball,
knows all
like,
that shit.
He always talks shit against LeBron.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I need to listen to him more, but I've only heard him on other people's podcasts.
Yeah, for me too. I just downloaded his podcast and I haven't quite jumped into it yet, but I'm
he's
planning
one of
on
those
it.
actors too. He's like in a little bit of everything. Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
all over.
He was in that movie Beautiful Girls back in the late 90s. It was a good one. But yeah, he's just like that New Yorker shit talking.
Yeah.
It's fucking rad.
Fucking hilarious.
Did you see The Fighter and the Kid is having a guest of the year? They're voting for the guest of the
Yeah.
year. Who are you gonna vote for?
I mean,
I'm curious what you think.
Rappaport's pretty fucking.
Pretty good.
He just made a dent when he went on that show. D'Elia, he's cool.
I'm kind of thinking I might vote for Chris
too.
D'Elia.
I've only heard like
Because
select
he's
episodes.
such an asshole.
I need to listen to more.
Yeah.
I've actually started to listen to more of that show, but
Yeah, me too. I just started. He's I used to not like him. I used to think he was
kind of cocky.
But now it's funny to me.
He backs it up, so it's funny.
Yeah. And now I know that like the cockiness is part of his humor.
Yeah, for sure.
But so yeah, I don't know. I think that might be the best one. He's such a dick. He's like at one point he's like leaning down, like just almost falling asleep.
Yeah.
To like, can you please sit up at least during our show?
That was a pretty good pod.
Yeah, he's such an asshole. What's the other guy? Will Sasso?
I've been meaning to check that one out.
It's
Will Sasso's
very
great.
similar. Like you can't get a word in. He's super loud and like just talks shit over Brian Callen. And
That's my favorite part of those podcasts is when they rip on Callen.
Yeah, me too. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Oh, he's such a dork. He's funny though.
Can we rip on Neil? Can Neil be our Callen?
I'm totally okay with that.
I don't
I'm just
know
kidding.
Neil good enough.
I would love it. Eat me up.
No, I love you guys too much. I couldn't do that.
Fuck you, James.
Okay, sounds good.
Just start talking shit.
Yeah.
That escalated.
Well, today is Wednesday, November 1st. Tomorrow,
Is November 2nd.
November 2nd, we'll drop another P-cast.
We are also having Thanksgiving this month.
We got Thanksgiving this month.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'm hungry.
That's so fucked up. How is that possible?
I barely got into fucking October.
What? Feels like the summer just ended.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like, I feel like we just had the 4th of July.
Yeah, like being 34, like a year feels like 9 months now.
Yeah.
Just
Right. You just shave off
yeah, exactly.
the last quarter. I know.
Exactly.
Does it get worse? Does it get worse?
I hope
Does
it
time
slows
start going by
down.
faster?
I think so. Just how we process it.
I've always heard that if you have kids, it's even worse. Like,
Oh, I bet.
before you know it, your kid is 5. You're like,
Yeah.
What the fuck? Now I'm 40? I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a reality for me. Time just flies by now.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, yeah, just being busy as fuck too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really remember March, April.
Jesus.
I don't.
Take it away.
I remember a little bit of May. Not really anything in June. I remember July. Yeah, it's gone fast.
Yeah.
The year's gone fast. Still feel like it's February for some reason.
Of last year?
Of the same year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or yeah, I guess this year.
Yep.
Yeah, before you know it, like, Thanksgiving's around the corner. Then you start
Exactly.
seeing Christmas decorations up. You're like,
Black
what the
Friday,
fuck?
fucking Christmas. It's
Yeah.
cold as fuck.
Cold as fuck.
Icy, snowy, maybe.
Dude, and like for me, I actually love this time of year. Like I'm a holiday guy. I like Halloween through Christmas. I dig
Seasons
it.
for sure, yeah.
Seasons are cool.
Yeah.
It's something to look forward to and shit. It's just different than the normal shit. And I like that like everyone collectively is into something. Even if it's cheesy Christmas spirit, whatever. Like
Right.
at least it's something.
I love it.
But then after all of it, I hate it. I get so depressed. Like I fucking hate
Like
March.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
January, March, February. Ugh, you can keep it. There's nothing there. Nothing to look forward to. Just cold and shitty. And the summer's so far away.
The only reason I can handle
I don't
is
know.
my birthday's in March. That's what. that
When's your
helps me.
birthday?
March.
March what?
March 8th.
Ah.
Pisces.
St. Patrick's Day is in March, but that's not a
Yeah.
real holiday.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's your favorite time of year, Neil?
Hmm.
Like, are you a sunshine kind of kid,
That's a
or do
good
you like
question.
the?
Well,
the
I
hoodies?
do get seasonal depression
I think I do too.
when the winter comes around, but I definitely do enjoy November and December. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I don't know if I have a favorite time of year. I enjoy more months than other months, I guess.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I do like the sun, so I do like the summer until it gets unbearably hot, and then I hate it. But
That's how I am. I like sunshine, but I
Yeah.
don't like the heat. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
I don't know. I'd
Like-
say December is probably my favorite month.
Yeah, me too. I like Christmas. I don't like all the Christian shit per se, and I don't like the commercialism, but I definitely dig the. I mean, I don't know.
There's something about December that just relaxes me.
Yeah, me too.
Now that I think
Yeah.
about it, like the snow, if
Get all
there is
cozy.
snow, and
It's cozy.
the cold, yeah,
Good beer
Something-
and
yeah, something about it.
yeah.
I have this tradition. I
Some
do.
good movies come out in December too.
So this is kind of a weird tradition. I've never really thought about it till now, but ever since 6th grade, every time it snows outside, I put on Rammstein's Sonne.
Really?
Which means sun in German.
That's your thing.
That's what I do. Every time I see it snow, I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to that song now.
By the way, quick side note: Rammstein is a real band.
Yes.
We should all remember that. Take note of that. Hey, remember those videos we used to watch, Andrew?
Oh god,
Dude, I
That
was a
goofy
huge-
guy
laughed my
that ran
ass
on the
off.
treadmill while he played keyboard.
Dude, I was a legitimate huge Rammstein fan.
If
Like,
I ever wanted to get
loved
Andrew
them.
to laugh, we just put on Rammstein videos
Oh, I
and
laugh
we just
now.
giggle.
That cover of Stripped. Let me see you
Yeah.
to the bone. But yeah, they're fucking cool. They put
I'd
on
go to
the
a
crazy
Rammstein show.
shows. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude. It's got those big like angel wings that
Have
he
you
wears.
seen, you seen where he puts on the prosthetic penis that comes everywhere?
Sure haven't.
Oh, really? They have a song called Book Dish, which means bend over, and he like pretends to rape the
Oh.
keyboardist on stage, and
That's
then his
fantastic.
prosthetic dick just comes everywhere.
See, I love that.
That's a mic.
That's so cool. They're so like over the top.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I dig about industrial in general. You know, it's just like the show.
They're just playing Halloween every day. That's what they're
Exactly.
doing.
Right.
They're taking the character that you play to a
It looks
whole other
pretty
level.
fucking creepy.
Yeah, and like
Yeah, it's the shit
That's
they
a
do.
fucking
wasn't
crazy.
wasn't he like an Olympian swimmer or some shit?
I don't know about that.
No, he was like a competitive something. He was an athlete back
Really?
in the day. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, look it up. It's always a thing I always heard growing up. But yeah, it was like yeah, it's just a singer, Drew.
I can't.
No, just type in singer of Rammstein. Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you. Like, there are no words to describe how much of a fan I was of that band.
Really?
Legitimately.
I
Yeah.
never knew that.
6th grade through 8th grade, I was like dressing like it. I went through that whole phase. I pretty much learned German just by listening to their songs. Like, I got more of a foreign language education listening to Rammstein than I did by taking French at my high school.
That's so funny. Is this his Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're saying he's a pyrotechnician
Oh
as
wow.
well as a singer and musician.
Yeah, for some I always heard he was like a athlete of some kind back in the day. Early life. Let's see. Yeah, in 1978, Leidemann participated in the European Junior Swimming Championships in Florence. Yeah, so he was a swimmer. He was shortlisted to go to the 1980 Olympics in Moscow. He left due to an injury. Yeah, so he was a competitive swimmer. He's old.
Yeah.
The Olympics in 1980?
Jesus.
That was
Yeah.
3 years before I was born.
He was born in '63.
Yeah. That's fucking dope. He's 54 today.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
When were you born, Neil?
1989. The podcast in this one
Jesus
episode
Christ.
alone now has enough information to steal my identity. They have my full birthday.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And what's your social security, real quick?
547.
You got jacked, right, James? Someone steal some money from you, like a identity fraud.
Yeah, a couple times.
A couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten that once, man. It's fucking.
I've never
sucks.
had it happen yet.
Yeah, they got me for 900.
Oh my god.
Cleared my account. Yeah.
They didn't give me for that much, but yeah, it's happened a couple times.
Fuck, man, those bastards.
I've also been robbed like 3 times in my life. Me and Dylan were
Like
robbed
gunpoint or just
by
like,
knife point in Amsterdam. Dylan and I.
That sucks.
But you know,
What the
whatever.
hell is that pink thing on his neck?
Had a gun pulled on me in Hillsborough. Me in Northcote.
Mean
Yeah, I
streets.
don't think I've ever been robbed. I've had my car broken into before.
Yeah, and then my car was broken into numerous times. Me and Mike chased a dude down in Portland. He had my backpack on, took off on a bike. Everything I owned was in that fucking bag.
And you ran after him?
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming he didn't get caught.
He did not get caught, unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's November, huh?
It's November. And to
World
November,
Series.
I'll be gone to
Let's
November.
check the World Series real fast.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Ooh, Astros.
Astros.
No!
5-0.
Top. Oh, my God.
LA
Top
is
of the
sad.
second? No,
Third.
top of the third.
Top of the third.
When they're already
Fuck
ahead.
me.
Ooh, 5-0.
I mean, for this series, I was rooting for the Dodgers.
Fuck LA.
I just couldn't root for the Astros.
5 runs, and the H is hits, right? Forgive my ignorance. 3 hits?
What's that? I'm sorry?
Like five runs off of 3 hits?
Yes.
Is that normal? That seemed weird to me for some reason.
Well, no. I mean, because there's 3 bases.
Well, I
So if
I
someone
get the
hits, they
I get
drive
the
it.
logistics, but I mean that just seems like very few hits
No, I
for
know what
that
you're
amount
saying.
of runs.
It's actually pretty common.
Okay.
Cool. So we're at
Damn.
an hour and 20.
A
Yeah.
little bit longer than I thought.
Today's gonna be a short one.
We can make it a shorty.
Yeah. I think
Shorty.
We're all exhausted.
Wasn't all season coming over?
Dwarf pod.
Yeah, they just texted me for the address for like the 1 millionth time. So they haven't left yet, but
Drew,
Yeah.
were you rooting for the Astros, or are you just not rooting
I have
for
no-
LA?
no dog in the
no
fight.
dog in the yeah. I
But,
mean, I'm a Mariners fan because I'm a local Northwest kid, but
Seattle.
I also my family's all from Southern California, so we kind of also root for the Angels,
Fucking Dodgers.
which is kind of fucked up because they're in the same league in the same
Anaheim.
division. Yeah, it's Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Is technically their name. How stupid is that?
That's
how
all
many
right.
teams are in LA?
Technically, so the Dodgers, the Angels. You mean like of all sports?
No, like for baseball.
It's just those
Just those two?
2, yeah. And then there's the Oakland A's,
Oh, they're in
San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
So there's 4 major league teams. I
All
think that's it. Yeah.
in one
Jose
space.
Canseco bat. All right.
Yeah. And then there's 2 football teams in California. Yeah. It's fucked up. That state just has so many people. They can justify it.
Yep.
All right. Well, we can wrap this bitch up. I got to pee really bad.
Yep.
There's no point in doing a pee break.
Nope.
All right. So who's up next week?
Next week, Travis Ball. Travis is a guy I picked up about 2 months ago. He's from Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, we'll have him via the intranet. We'll do a little Skype session with him, so we're going to have to do some troubleshooting after this show and figure that out. But yeah, he'll be our next guy. After that, I believe, is Michael Draper.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And he'll be doing it from LA, so it's a similar deal. Then the week after that, I think, is Josh Bowman from Toronto. Also a new producer I picked up. And we'll also... So it'll be 3 Skype ones in a row, it sounds like.
Sweet.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Something different. And then... no, I'm sorry. Josh, no. So after Michael Draper is Logan Lynn. Sorry, on the 22nd. And
Cool.
then Draper. And Ryan Lewis is going to be in town for Thanksgiving time. And so
All right.
we'll try to
So
get
maybe
him
do like
in.
an extra episode or something.
Yeah, we might try to do 2 in a week.
Awesome.
Or maybe even have
Yes.
Ryan and Logan the same day. We'll see.
Cool.
That might be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Either way, Ryan will be here for sure.
Yes.
There's a chance of another guy. We'll see. His name's Yeti. He's a producer I met down in LA. And he's on tour with an artist called Doja Cat. And they're going to be playing the Wonder Ballroom in November.
Sweet.
We had discussed maybe him popping in.
Yes.
So yeah, November's going to be good.
It's gonna be a busy month.
Yeah.
Busy
Lot of guests.
podcasting month. Well, good thing I'm all caught up then. Huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
We need to pick up
Um,
some whiskey.
As a reminder to all y'all, please subscribe to the podcast. That's how we get the iTunes ranked and all that shit.
Oh, rate and review.
Rate and leave a review, please. 5-star that shit. Review.
The worst review, I will give a thumbs up.
Yeah, just please leave a review.
Yeah.
I know it's silly, but it does matter. and download the thing. Apparently, Libsyn really focuses on downloads, so if people just listen to it, you know, if they don't click the download,
They stream it.
download it to your phone, and then you can delete it as soon as you stream it. So that would help us immensely.
Do it.
Yeah, and if you don't have iTunes, we're still uploading to YouTube for now, just the audio. I think we'll probably do that for a while. You
For
know?
sure.
Why not? And one of these days, we'll probably have a video option of the show. I know Andrew and I have been talking about doing that. We'll figure something out.
We have been filming.
Yeah, we have been filming. We just haven't done anything with it. But we
Probably
have
do like
it.
a best of or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Do a collection.
for sure. And
A collection of all the funny faces we make.
yeah. And if you have ideas for who you want on the show, let us know. Things you want to chat about, write into any of us. You can get a hold of Andrew at Don't Mind If I Drew.
Chia.
Chia. And Neilio Angle, right?
Exactly.
And I am at James Ian Macmillan or at Stateside MGMT. One of those two is just fine. Yeah, if you're looking to record or work with some cool producers, check us out as well. Other than that, I think we're good, right, boys?
I'm good.
Good to go?
I'm gonna have a party, guys.
Woo!
I've got one of the bands that I recorded coming in to do their CD listening party.
Are they bringing people?
I'm having a party at my house, and I'm not in charge of it. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. So.
Oh, that's good.
But anyway,
You'll figure it
There'll
out.
be some alcohol involved. I need food, though. I'm starving.
Yeah, you've earned it.
Thank you.
Well, I got to piss real bad.
All right, wrap this bitch up.
All right, thanks, guys. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye-bye.
Oh, don't kiss. You kissing people for it. There's already enough sexual harassment trouble out there.